राम राम का कीजिए आठ पहर उच्चार। राम राम का कीजिए आठ पहर उच्चार। महामंत्र मानो यही मानो यही राम राम श्री सागर चले आइए दारू तज कर
Shri Mataji, dear brothers and sisters, let's start the meditation by collectively doing a namaskar to our beloved mother under the form of Shri Rama, our father, the perfect king. Collective conscious namaskar and collective raising of Kundalini.
His qualities, if you have to imbibe, first of all, we have to understand the innate situation of Sri Rama. Sri Rama is placed on the right hand side of your heart. Right hand side, right heart. He is placed there. Now, in a human being, there is no right heart. If you tell somebody there's right heart, they say, what? There are two hearts or three hearts? In our Sahaja Yoga, we have three hearts. One is the left, another is the right, and one is the center. Now, the right heart is a very important thing. The right heart looks after the whole lungs, both the lungs, all the throat, the trachea, the nose, the inner part. The outer side is looked after, we can say the features are given by Sri Krishna. But the inner part of it is all done by Sri Rama. They are the same. But one acts as in the inner part, the another as the outer part. It gives you the ears. From the inner part, Sri Rama does. He gives you the eyes in the inner part of the eyes. Now, it's so important to have the inner side all right and the outer side. Is an example of Sri Rama. He never cared for the outer side or the outward looks of a person. Because he came before Sri Krishna, he tried to build up the inner side of a human being. So we can say, though he is on the right heart, he acts through your Hamsa chakra and partly through your Vishuddhi chakra in the inner side of it. Because Sri Krishna, in the inner side of it, is Sri Ram, is Sri Vishnu. So when somebody is, say, not good looking according to the Western standard, according to me, the Western standards are rather funny. Because Western standards don't look like neither like Krishna or Sri Rama. A person like Sri Rama was a very healthy, tall person with his hands up to the knees. Ajanubhav. He's the one who has Ajanubhav. And he was plump. Both of them were plump. They had to be plump people because they were, though they were born of the Agni, he was born of the Agni, but the water is the main element of Sri Vishnu. So they were all plump people. They were not thin like sticks, as today's modern ideas are, to be thin like sticks and like to be patients. But it doesn't mean all plump people are good. We always logically think that plump people are, if mother says so, then plump people are good. It's not the point. The inner side of it, I'm saying. The inner side of it is just the opposite. Inner side of it is absolutely beautiful and absolutely full of love, affection, and warmth. A person who doesn't have these things is a sign of a person who is not a surgeon, first of all. A person who is very loud, talks loudly, speaks loudly, laughs at wrong places, must be half mad, but cannot be a surgeon. See, the softness of Sri Rama goes to the extremes where I call the Sankocha the formality, the formal. But it is the English language, formal is not the word, Sankoch. He was once, when he was fighting Ravana, he was taking out with his arrow his 10 heads one after another. And if he took out one, then took out the second, the first one would come back. So because he had a kind of a blessing that nobody can kill him by hitting him on his head. So Lakshmana says, you know for definite that this Ravana cannot be killed by hitting on his head. So why don't you hit him in his heart? So he said, the reason is this, that just now in his heart is Mahalakshmi, the Sita. Sita is sitting in his heart. And how can I hit him on his heart? Because she's there, she might be hurt. So what's the use of hitting on the head, he said. He said, because once I start hitting him on the head fast, his attention will go there. As soon as his attention will go into his head, then I can hit him on his heart. See the Sankoch. See the Sankoch, the way he talked. Now, when it went ahead with it in his character, which was so beautiful, that you find he was such a consistent person. Whatever he said, all the life he carried that. For example, he said, I'm the one who believes in one wife. Ekapatni Vrat. Now he had a very nice wife, no doubt, very beautiful wife, but she had gone to Ravana and he was left alone. When they wanted to start a kind of a yajna called as Rajasuya Yajna, which was meant to be the conquering the whole world. Then they asked him, you have to marry because you have to have your wife. They said, no, I can't marry because nobody could be like my wife and I can't marry. I can forego this kind of a yajna, but I can't marry again. So then they said, all right, there's only one thing you can do is to make a statue of Sita in gold. and you have to use her, that statue, as a wife representing. He said, that I will agree. He took away all his ornaments, everything, and made that statue, and he did this again. So whatever he said, he followed thoroughly. In his dharma, he was perfect. Another incident is that when uh, he, Sita was lost, he never slept. He never slept on a bed, always on the Mother Earth. Never slept on a bed, always on the Mother Earth. The pain he had of his wife is very well described by all the poets of India. And when Sita left him ultimately, in a very mysterious way, she just disappeared in the Mother Earth because Mother Earth had given her birth. So she disappeared into Mother Earth. Then Sri Rama became absolutely lost and he jumped in the river Sharayu and disappeared in the water element from where he had come. Now this man had to give up his wife. In these contrasts, you can see the wave rising and falling of a personality. The society in which he lived, the state which he ruled, had an objection for a wife who had lived with Ravana. And the public started talking about it. So as a good king, he just decided that his wife should be left forever. And then he sent her on a beautiful chariot with his prime minister and his brother Lakshmana, who took her down and left her, told her this is what has happened, and that Sri Rama has asked her to take you down to the ashram of Valmiki. As a result of that, she got very upset. And she said, she was Adi Shakti, so she didn't have to bother. She said, you just leave me here. Very self-respecting person. She didn't say, no, 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 I'll come to him, or I'll sue him, I'll go in the courts, get all his money, how dare he throw me out. Nothing of the kind. That's the grace of a woman. Graciously, she said, all right, now you have listened to your brother, I'm your sister-in-law elder too. Now you obey me. And I tell you, as your sister-in-law, that you can now go, leave me here alone, and I don't want you to go any further with me to deport me with somebody. And she was pregnant. Here, if it happens, of course, horrible things can happen. But in India, if such a thing happens, the wife will kill herself or she won't be able to bear it. I think both things are just the same in escape. If there's no aggression, then there is recession. But she said, no, I have to give birth to these two children. I can look after myself. All right, graciously he's done it, I have nothing. And please tell him not to worry about me. And she told Sri Rama, Sri Lakshmana, that all right, you look after him. That's all I want. And she told the chief minister, the mantri, that you must look after the kingdom. See the dignity, see the balance, see the character, the personality of Sri. He was called as Maryada Purushottama. And look at his wife. She was equal to him in every way.
Let collectively, from all the corner of the world, open our awareness to the collective consciousness. Let's just breathe in by inflating the stomach and breathe out peacefully. And the more we breathe in, the bigger we become, the higher we become, the more collective we become, the more integrated we become, as if we were sit in the same room, in the same cosmic meditation room, where the collective consciousness resides, the pure collective consciousness, in the complete Virat form. Now, both hands on the floor. Shri Ganesh mantra from the heart, collectively. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's say 4 times Shri Adibhumi Devi mantra with the full consciousness also of awakening the power of Mother Earth collectively. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete collective surrender to Shri Ganesh in Mother Earth and to Shri Adi Bhumi Devi, who did absorb our mother Shri Sita, who is also Shri Adi Shakti. Complete collective surrender through our hands and our Muladhara, which is on the floor. We surrender left side with superego, all negativities of left side, right side with ego, all reactions and action and mind, and central channel, everything that is preventing our central channel to be clear, to be pure, and all the possessions and negativity at any level in our being. We surrender everything collectively to Mother Earth. Let's collectively put the left hand on the lap. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat. Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat. Shri Adi Shakti Mataji. Shri Nirmala Devi. Namo Namaha. Let's rise our attention higher and more collective so that we act, so that the pure energy, Parama Chaitanya, act faster through our enlightened collective attention. Now, right hand on the lap, left hand over the shoulder. Shri Maha Sarasvati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat. Shri Maha Sarasvati Hanumana Sakshat. Shri Adi Shakti Mataji. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Again, very conscious, collective, high, very high attention. Now, once again, Shri Ganesh mantra for auspiciousness. Om Vameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
एकदन्तं महाकायं तप्तकाञ्चनसन्निभं लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् मौञ्जीकृष्णाजिनधरं नागयज्ञोपवीतिनं बालेन्दुसुकलामौलिं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् अम्बिकारदयानन्दं मातृभिः परिवेष्टितं भक्तिप्रियं मदोन्मत्तं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् चित्ररत्नविचित्राङ्गं चित्रमालाविभूषितं चित्ररूपधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् गजवक्त्रं सुरश्रेष्ठं कर्णचामरभूषितं पाशाङ्कुशधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् मूषकोत्तममारुह्य देवासुरमहाहवे योद्धुकामं महावीर्यं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् यक्षकिन्नरगन्धर्वसिद्धविद्याधरैः सदा स्तूयमानं महाबाहुं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् सर्वविघ्नहरं देवं सर्वविघ्नविवर्जितं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदातारं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्
Let's collectively, deeply establish the Lord Ganesh in his complete form in our heart, in our consciousness. Let's allow him to take over everything, every aspect of our lives, establish himself in our homes completely, as if there was a huge enlightened Lord Ganesh sit in our home. He is the master of everything in our lives. Remove all the obstacles, all the danger, all the fears, all the problems, in our lives, in the lives of all the yogis, in the lives of all the children of the Devi. He sits in our cities, in our countries, on the whole world, through our enlightened attention. Now, Shri Sita Rama mantra, 3 times from the heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let our hands, both our hands, be completely offered to the Lord Shri Rama. Be our being, the inner part of our being that he controls, be offered at his lotus feet. May he completely be established in our self collectively and individually. Attention goes higher above collective Sasvara.
नमो श्री राम के 16 नाम। ओम श्री रामाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री दाशरथये नमो नमः। ओम श्री शूराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री लक्ष्मणानुचराय नमो नमः। ओम श्री बलाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री काकुत्स्थाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री पुरुषाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री पूर्णाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री कौसल्येयाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री रघुत्तमाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री वेदान्तवेद्याय नमो नमः। ओम श्री यज्ञेशाय नमो नमः। जानकीवल्लभाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्री श्रीमते नमो नमः। ॐ श्री अप्रमेय पराक्रमाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
रामाय रामचन्द्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। माता रामो मतिप्ता रामचन्द्र स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्रः। श्रीराम रामेति रामेति रमे राम मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। जय राम
meditation Mataji, attention must be stronger, higher, both vertically and wider horizontally, to perceive the complete form of Sri Rama and completely surrender to all his qualities. Let's perceive his complete form, which is as bigger than the whole creation. And let collectively surrender to him and to our beloved mother, Shri Sita, who is Adishakti. We need to collectively surrender until we become pure vibration, complete light, complete consciousness. We need to feel that we have no body, no physical body, no emotion, no mind, no ego, no superego. Just we are the pure consciousness, the pure union with Shri Rama and our mother Shri Sita, who are both united in their highest complete form. Namaskar. Kundalini.